activist and a social justice advocate. And I'm excited to be a part of this program because I'm really excited to work in my community to create policy change, to make things better in my community. And so I'm excited to be here and I'm ready to learn.
The Michigan Voice Urban Policy Institute, a space where activists, community, and experts come together to really learn about policy and how to help community to understand that we are not just victims of policy, but that we can become the architects of policy.
Policy plays a part in everything that we do. Budgets, funding for education, prisons, resources for children, you name it, it's all affected by policy. And who writes policy? Our legislature. And where does the legislature come from? We elect them. We vote by voting for them. So if we want to change that dynamic, we want to change the conversation, we have to be a part of the conversation. And I think the program that's being launched through UPI, specific around policy, will help us get there, will help to educate our communities and turn the tide for participation. So I'm excited to be a part of it. Today was day one, and look out, we're about to be the change that we know we all are empowered to be.
My interest in policy is because of the lack of knowledge that we have been subject to have totally demolished us, have wiped out our city, have wiped out funding, made us look like a ghost town, and then we still walk around like, what happened?
What excites me to learn about policy is all the work that we're doing, specifically in Grand Rapids, bigger picture, Kent County, bigger picture, the state of Michigan. It all revolves around kind of that bigger picture that we seem to be lacking. That could be because we're not educated. That could be because we're numb to all the things that are happening currently. So I'm pretty fortunate enough to get this opportunity and get excited and bring some of this information back into Grand Rapids.
I'm here to learn about policy and how everything connects. I am really involved in the community and I want to make sure that the changes we're making are affecting the right people and not affecting another group. And looking forward to using what I learned in my community.
So much of racial equity is embedded in our belief system and our thought system, and translating that into policy, we just have some deep dive to do on understanding how to pull the fragmented pieces together to make legislation and policy live for people.
Together with the Michigan League for Public Policy, the Detroit Equity Action Lab, the United Way, and the Michigan Roundtable for Diversity and Inclusion, we were able to create an infrastructure and a space to continue to build power upon power to activate in the policy arena so that folks who are most marginalized by policy can actually get benefit from policy.
I'm really excited to be a part of the program through UPI, which focuses on policy. I think policy is instrumental to understand how things work and affect our community. I have a passion for civic engagement, specifically voter education, and I think we can change that dynamic of participation once folks understand and are clear about connecting those dots when we talk about policy.
Before this, the only thing I really knew about policy that affects me, and now I know how it affects me at all the different levels, and what we could do to change policy to affect the people that don't have a voice.
Well, one of the things that I think has been really interesting about the Policy Institute training has been the focus on putting more tools in the hands of people who have been doing the work, maybe informally, maybe formally, but maybe people who haven't necessarily been formally trained, such as myself.
You know, as you know, individuals at the league, there's only so much we can do. We have a small staff and we're working on statewide issues. So, you know, we can't physically be present in all of these communities where, you know, we need to be advocating for these issues. So it's wonderful to have more people that are focused now, learn about the state budget, learn about policies that affect everyone in Michigan. And I'm really encouraged by that and really looking forward to seeing their